I'd like to begin, first of all, the homicide unit's investigating the death of a 16-year-old here in Calgary. We've spoken with the family, and I'd like to offer our condolences once again, to the family. This is a tragic incident that no one should have to go through. So I'd like to start with that, to again offer our condolences to the family. So, the suspicious death that was reported to us earlier this morning in the community of Abbeydale has now been deemed a homicide. At approximately 1:20 a.m. on today, Friday, August 1st, 2025, we were called to the 300 block of Abergale Drive N.E. for reports of someone in medical distress. Upon arrival, officers located a deceased male. Following an autopsy completed today, Friday, August 1st, 2025, by the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner, the death has been ruled a homicide, and the victim has been identified as 16-year-old Carter SPIVAK-VILLENEUVE of Calgary. The investigation is still in its early stages. I'm here today to ask for the public's help. We're looking for any information on suspicious activity from early this morning, Friday, August 1st, 2025, between midnight and 1:30 a.m. We are asking residents in the area, specifically the 300 block of Abergale Drive N.E., to check their property for anything suspicious and to share any dash cam or CCTV footage with police. Anyone with information about Carter's death is asked to contact the police non-emergency number at 403-266-1234. Tips can also be left anonymously through Crime Stoppers. Thank you for that, and I'd like to take your questions.
What goes through your mind as a detective when you hear that it's a 16-year-old?
It's troubling. This is a kid that should be getting his driver's license, learning to drive. And instead, we're investigating his death. So it's troubling and it's saddening.
And message kind of to the community, because obviously people are going to know who this kid is.
We're here for Carter. And so we really are truly asking for people to essentially help us timeline him. What was he into? Who was he talking to? Things like that. So that's what we're looking for the community, is to help us figure out and bring some closure to Carter's family.
We've been out to the scene, and there's kind of two areas that were taped off. There's the one in front of the house, and then there's the park and the kind of grove of trees there. Mm-hmm. Where was the body found?
Okay, so I was there briefly, picking up video from a different area. So I know the areas that you're talking about, but I haven't actually seen the scene itself. We do have those two areas taped off. Still brand new investigation. Like it's still in its early stages. So the body was, wasn't in the green space, I can tell you that for sure. But as far as anything else to say about where he was specifically at the time, I couldn't give you an exact answer for a pinpoint to say this is where he was.
Putting it all together, because do we think that they were in the green space where the incident happened and then they made their way across the street? If you kind of, or do we know kind of what a general idea of what happened? Straight up, I don't have those answers for you. We got called out this morning. People are sleeping at the time. We're looking for canvassing for video. People are home. People are not home. That's why we're really asking for the public's help for that CCTV. It captures that area, we hope, and we're able to answer those questions. But right now, I don't have those answers for you. You go first.
When you say that it's important to go through and work on a timeline, and you said specifically that you're looking for information from midnight till 1:20, 1:30 when it happened, do we have any information in terms of what he was up to before midnight?
We don't. That I'm aware of, I don't have that answer. And so that's why, I mean, if someone has information before midnight, we're all ears. Go ahead and let us know. I've been asked to really focus in on between 12 a.m. and 1:30 a.m. for a video in that area. But if someone has information from before midnight, we're not going to turn that away.
Did he live around that area? Do we know if his family was close?
He is known to frequent the area. We do believe that he lives close by.
Does he have any background? Has he been known to police before or anything like that?
And straight up, like, I just learned his identity probably within the last 45 minutes to an hour. I have no information on his background at all at this point.
Is there any indication, because we know that a few neighbors have cameras in the area, have you been able to pull any footage from any of those?
I do know that we do have some footage. I do know that for sure. I've watched some of it myself. But we don't know to what extent that there are cameras in the area. One thing we're seeing more and more often is that those dash cams. They might record when a vehicle's off. It might have to be on. But we're seeing more and more dash cams in areas, and that type of stuff can help us immensely.
Does the video footage show anything that would be of use?
Sorry, what was that?
With the video that you have seen, is there any anything out there that can help pinpoint what happened?
I think everything helps. I haven't seen all the extent of all the video that we do have. In the video that I have watched, I do see him in the area, but I can't talk about the extent because I don't know the extent of what we have and what we're missing. The worst thing is to miss something, and so that's why it's really important to get anybody with cameras and footage in that area to get it to us so we can review that in case we're missing something.
Does the video show him and someone else, or just him by himself?
I can't get into that. The video that I'll tell you, the video I saw, it shows him. But as far as the rest of the video, I don't know what it has because I haven't seen it. And we're still in the, we are really in the early stages of the investigation. That's straight up.
From the video you've seen, was he trying to ring on doorbells to get help after he was injured, or?
I don't want to get into that type of stuff. We haven't even told the family some of the details, right? So some of the questions that you're asking, I respect them, but I can't get into all the details. We're just really asking for as much footage as possible. Maybe that happens, maybe we miss it. We don't want to miss anything. So anything that we can do to help stitch that timeline together is critical for us.
Like a zone, I know you mentioned obviously right on the street, but is there kind of like a zone or an area you'd like to hone in on for people to check?
I do. So essentially, it's a big area. So we're looking for anything really on Abergale Drive and Abbeydale Drive Northeast. It kind of goes in a big circle. Abergale Drive kind of goes east-west, but then also dips down south, and then the drive comes back up to the north. We're just looking for absolutely everything. That's what we do with all of our investigations. We just flood it to try and get as much footage as possible. What's relevant, what's important, we don't know until we get it.
So just send it, so they're not looking, are they looking for something in particular, like what he was wearing or something?
We're looking for absolutely anything. The big thing is timelining. What's going on at that time? Can we track them certain places? That's what it's going to be, trying to figure out those pieces of what are we looking at, what do we need, what are we missing.
Even if there's like, you think it's blank, you look at your video and there's an hour and a half is blank, still send it in? You never know.
Yeah, there's been times where we've been told there's nothing on the video, and we watch the video, and sure enough, there's something there. So we're reviewing it. We're not asking people to review it. If you have it, clip it. We're in the area right now looking for video. We're probably knocking on doors, and then we can have it downloaded to the homicide unit, and we'll review it all. And we've got people dedicated to that.
Is there any indication that he got into the area in a vehicle?
I have no answers for that. I really don't.
Anything else?
I guess just from an investigative point of view, obviously every homicide you guys go through and do your due diligence. Is there added pressure with the age and having spoken with the family?
I think we have pressure every single investigation that we have. Obviously, it's super tragic. Like I said, 16 years old, you should be driving a car and not be in the situation we are right now, having to investigate a death. But I think that everyone is always motivated on any investigation that we get involved with to make sure we do it the right way.
Thank you. Okay, thank you so much.